Being a people pleaser can be pretty stressful, but what if you could change that? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Brandon Aries, and welcome to the Sanctuary. Since I was a child, I had always struggled as someone who was a people pleaser. That was until I started my adult life. I had noticed how draining it was just trying to make other people happy. And there were times where no matter what I did to help please that person or help them be happy, it was never enough. Eventually, I had grown sick and tired of trying to make people like me. I was done trying to make people happy at the cost of my own. Now, this is something a lot of people tend to call Peter Parker syndrome. What's Peter Parker syndrome? Boy, am I glad that you asked. Peter Parker syndrome is where you put everyone, and I mean everyone's, happiness over yours, even to the point of self-destruction. But as long as everyone else is happy, your happiness doesn't really matter. Ironic how my favorite superhero is also an element to mental strain in my life. As some of you may know, I've always looked up to Spider-Man when it comes to being a good person. With great power comes great responsibility. Unfortunately, though, this isn't a comic book, and I'm not Spider-Man. Sometimes people pleasing can leave you frustrated and even feeling resentful. You're always the one sacrificing your time and your energy. And some people will recognize it and appreciate it. However, there are also people that might not. Some people might take advantage of you when you show how easy you can say yes and struggle to say no. Once they see that, they might walk all over you. See, people pleasing usually comes from past trauma, issues with self-esteem, or even a fear of rejection. For me, I would say it's a mix of all three. But once I worked on myself, the self-esteem part kind of dissipated a little bit. A practice I started to help overcome this was by practicing saying no. I would also ask questions such as, do I really want to do this? What's in it for me? Will this really make this person happy? You got to set boundaries for yourself. If you really don't want to do something, don't. Express how you feel. The moment I had realized that we are not put on this earth to please everyone, it's like some of the worries I originally had for no reason were gone. And sure, with that comes people that simply won't like you. And part of that experience is learning to be okay with it and moving forward. You know, my mom always told me to be a good person. And to those people, if they don't appreciate what I've done for them, it's their loss, not mine. This kind of relates with last week's video, Don't Be So Hard on Yourself. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave a card right up here for you. Part of my people pleasing as a fear of rejection comes from wanting to make my dad proud. And we all know how that turned out. You end up being hard on yourself because you want everyone to be happy. So you please everyone, but you don't take the time to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what makes me happy? Does helping that person really make me happy? Or am I helping this person in hopes to fill this hole from past trauma of never being good enough? I know, I had no business saying that last part so loud. I'm sorry. The reason I say these things is to help you gain perspective. I want you to take this information and learn from my experiences as I have, and maybe even better yourself. I too am a people pleaser. However, with time and practice, I'm learning to sometimes say no, to put myself first, and worry about what makes me happy. I'm also slowly learning to be okay with not everyone liking me, because being liked by every single person on the planet Earth is basically impossible. You want my advice? Only worry about the people that matter to you. Whether it's family, friends, etc., worry about them. But don't forget to give yourself some priority too. A balance, if you will. Because that's what life is about, right? A balance. You can't please everyone all the time. It's okay to sometimes say no and put yourself first. You don't have to be liked by everyone. Not every person is compatible with you, or vice versa. So this week's moral message: stop being a people pleaser and learn to be a you pleaser. God, that sounds so corny out loud. But you get what I mean. I was using my phone charger as a holding stand for my notes. But that is a wrap on this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it helped anybody who is a people pleaser. Stop people pleasing. Put yourself first sometimes. Learn to say no. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like. It's always so much appreciated for this lonely lover boy. For mental health, dating, and everyday life advice, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And while you're there is a notification bell for every week this lonely lover boy is on your subscription feed. Also, check me out on Twitch. I'm there every Wednesday night and Saturday afternoon. Lately, my friends and I have been playing a lot of Fortnite, and we've been having so much fun.
Oh, at the wall all day, drool is what you do.
Yeah, I lick it. It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I lick your mom's cooch.
What is going on?
Your sister's got 2 left feet, Joey.
Does she?
Mongoloid.
So come by, chat, hang out, and I hope to see you there. Be sure to get you some Only merch. Remember, use code Aries for 10% off your order. For updates on my live streams and my YouTube videos, please be sure to follow my socials, my Twitter and my Instagram. Again, links will be in the description below, as well as my Twitch link, Only merch, and all the equipment that I use for each and every video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace.